Good morning, folks. Hey, the Old Fisherman back with you again. We on Lake Monticello, fixing to go out and try to catch some white perch and hit the crappies. There's one car in the parking lot. Hey, appreciate all of you out there. Hey, if you ain't got your beanie hats yet, go get you one of them Old Fisherman beanie hats. I love them out here in the cool weather. They feel so nice. Hey, and check out all my merchandise on my store. Appreciate you, and love having you in the boat with me every day on my fishing trips. And it's exciting just to get out here on the water and set the hook in a fish. It brings your youth back in you. There's no other sport like fishing. Let's go fishing, and I hope you enjoy the show. Thank God for all of y'all that watches my show, and for everyone that looks forward to going fishing with the Old Fisherman. Hey, this is my retirement, and I'm loving life, and I hope all of y'all can experience this for yourself in some time of your life. I appreciate you. Let's go fishing and see what we can do on Lake Monticello, and it's Tuesday morning in October. Let's go fishing. Right in front of me up here is the BC Summerlin nuclear power plant, and I hope y'all can see it. And right in there where you see all that fog coming out is where the hot water is released into the lake. So this water in this area is warmer than it is at the other end of the lake. And so when the weather starts getting colder, a lot of your fish in this area is going to go up in this warm water and leave the area where you can catch them. That buoy right there is 1 mile away from the plant, and you're not allowed to be inside that buoy. 1 mile, they got buoys 1 mile away, so anybody comes over here fishing, stay away from these buoys going past toward the power plant, or they'll get you, and it's a big fine. But anyhow, we're gonna go right out here and try to catch some crappies on my honey hole, on the old king pod, and then we're gonna go perch fishing with Charlie Brewer. And that's what we're going to do today. Hey, thanks for being with me. Let's go fishing, and let's catch some of the doggone fish. Good morning, folks. The Old Fisherman back with you again. We're on Lake Monticello today. Hadn't been over here in a while, about a week or so. But anyhow, we're going to try to see if we can stumble on a few crappies here first thing this morning. Hopefully. On this lake, we're going to fish the old king pond. A lot of times they don't bite here in the morning. But Hey, let's hope this ain't one of them times and we can catch a few fish right here on the lake I love, Lake Monticello. You know, this old king pie produces some whopper crappies. I caught a lot of crappies in Lake Murray, but nothing like I catch over here for size. These crappies over here are monster crappies, but you never know when they're going to bite. They're so aggravating. First thing we got to do is get on the spot. You got to get on the sweet spot, or you ain't going to catch them. They hang around out here, right in this area. They suspend themselves out here getting ready to go up in that hot hole when the water gets cold. And so you got to plug them out. Once they get in there, you ain't going to catch them. Can't get in there to catch them. They'll go up there and spawn in January in that warm water. Water temperature will be in the low 50s, 40s on down the lake, and it'll be in the 80s in there. So it's like springtime in there. That's why you never catch fish out of this lake, because a lot of them goes in that mile area, right in that area, in that hot water, and that's where they stay all winter. And nobody's going to touch them. Not legally. But anyhow, we might not catch fish. Water's down and dropping. It looks to me like they might be done that thing. And last time I come over here, I had a hard time. I had it up into the day before I started catching any fish. And it seems like every time I try this brush pile here in the morning hours, I don't do well. I don't know what it is. Apparently, they done fed all night, or when they started dropping that water, and they don't want to feed in the morning up here. A lot of times you come back middle of the day and catch a couple, and that's what we've always done. But anyhow, we're going to give it a shot. You never know. If they don't bite, then we're going to go out there and try to find some doggone white perch and bass. What we're going to do. That's all we can do. Right now, I ain't seeing nothing. I mean, nothing. I don't even see any fish. I see a few shad, but nothing as far as fish. We maybe not exactly on the right spot yet. We got to move around here till we get on the sweet spot on this lake. But you ain't gonna catch them. One little spot out here to catch them. It's like a needle in a haystack. Like finding a needle in a haystack, and we hopefully we can find this needle in this haystack. But you got to get it on it right. You can be out there 5 foot and not catch them 10 foot. You got to put it in his nose. Once you see that needle in that haystack, then you got to mark it with this buoy. Is what you got to do. And I'm thinking I see a few right there. Right there is a few crappies. 35 foot of water, 24 foot deep. And let's see if we can catch one of them. Let's see if we can make one bite. They might not want to bite. Right there's a few fish, ain't no doubt. And they crappies. I'm almost sure of it. About all you ever catch here. There is. What I tell you, a big one too. A big one. We ain't got the net out. Oh Lord, I got to get a net out of some sort without breaking a rod. Get Kimberly's net maybe. We gonna lose this fish. Oh Lord, the net's all hooked up in a doggone cable. Y'all bear with me. I'm like a rookie here. Got all the nets messed up. There's a big old slab of crappie on. Don't ask me how all this happened. It did. Don't ask me how all this happened, but it did. Look at him. Nice crappie. Right off the bat. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Took me a while. I had a little bungee cord back there, one of them little tiny ones for strapping up my cord, and it was in the net. Hooked. Hey, we finally got Kimberly's net out and caught us a fish. Hey, I told you them was crappies I was seeing, right? You see him? Look how pretty that fish is. Huh? Look how pretty that fish is. Ain't he beautiful? Look how thick he is. That's what you call a thick crappie. Number one. You got to love number one. That means you don't go skunked when you catch the first one. And hey, we don't go skunked. I don't remember the last time I went skunked, if I ever. I don't think I ever been skunked. I don't think. If I do, I don't want to remember it, that's for sure. Old Fisherman got too many tricks up his sleeve to go skunked. But anyhow, that's beside the point. Let's get back out here. Let's get back over there on that sweet spot I'm talking about. Y'all seen that fish was right when I called it, right on that sweet spot. It's all about having your transducer angled right. Way mine sitting in the back of that boat, and it's angled up here. When I see fish, it's generally right up under my rod or within a foot. And that's the way I got it all set up. And that's the key. You want it set up the way you're fishing, where you think you're fishing. You don't want that fish finder showing something that you ain't on. You want it, it's kind of like shooting a gun. You want the rifle sights on them fish. And that's what we're doing here, folks. We got the rifle sight on this fish, on these fish. When I see something that looks good, and I say I ought to get a bite, and boom, we get a bite, that means everything's in line. And that's what it takes. One time I had my transducer on, and I used the one in front of the boat, right on the trolling motor, which is great. You're right by where it's shooting straight down, which is ideal. But I like this fish finder that I got back here. I don't much like this little ranch, this hummingbird up here. I like my colored fish finder, so I've got it set up where it'll work the same, but the angle on the transducer makes the difference. Just a little tip from the old fisherman who's out here loving life again today. Glad y'all could be with me on another episode. Let's get back on the sweet spot. Crappies will not bite unless you put it in his face. Remember that. Like the ones at Lake Murray yesterday. I didn't catch but a couple fish that size Lake Murray yesterday. All of them bigger over here. If you can get on them, you can catch bigger fish over here. No question. The problem is you're fishing a lot deeper water, so you got a lot of area to cover. And what I like to do is stop my jig up and work it down. Them crappies got eyes on top of their head. If you stop that jig up and work it down, there's a good chance you're going to watch it come to him real slow, and he can't stand that. You'll notice I change the movement of my jig when I twitch it ever so often. I'll go one way or another. What that does is that lead that's about 8 inches above my jig, it causes it to do a yo-yo effect, and it makes that jig wiggle back and forth more with that lead. And that's why I like the lead. It puts more action angles on your jig. As you twist that lead, that jig might hop different directions. Another little tip from the old fisherman. And this is what I believe now. All you thumbs down people, ain't no need to give me a thumbs down because I'm telling you what I believe. You don't have to agree with it. Ain't no need to give a man a thumbs down for trying. That's all I got to say about that, thumbs downers. Go look at somebody else. All right. Now we caught one. And see, I seen them now. I don't see them now. I don't see them now. Them doggone rascals is done moved on me. Caught one and scared the rest of them off is what we done. No doubt. That's what happened. All right, let's see if we can get back around here. Get back on that sweet spot. There ain't many out there. Boy, I wish I could get in here and tear them up like I did Lake Murray yesterday. One little spot there, I was wearing them out. But they were all small fish. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They just fry whole size. And buddy, them fry whole size, you take that bottom and top fin and cut it out. I'll notch on each side of it and pull it out. That's what I do. Y'all can go to my fish cleaning videos and see that. And then I put 2 notches on each side. Cut down the bone on each side. And it fries in there good. I'm going to tell you right now, them little tiny crappies, I say tiny, they 10 inches long, 9, 10 inches long is what they are, 10, 11. But them suckers eat good. I mean, they really eat good. But you want to keep too many of them. That's why they got a limit of 20. It used to be a limit of 30, now it's a limit of 20. 2 days straight I caught a limit. I had to cull it back both days. I don't think we're going to catch a limit on Lake Monticello. Lake Monticello's tough. We might try another brush or two, see if there's any on it. But this is the only place I can catch them in here. And I know they're in here somewhere else. Other than the lake, it's a whole different ball game. And I don't have new brush. This is the old place they like to hang out in the fall is what this is. Right there looks like a couple fish. 22 foot. It is fish. They're fish. They ain't biting, but it's fish. Possibility. Water temperature right here is 79 degrees. It don't look like they're here. We're going to have to go perch fishing. I can see that. I haven't tried the shallower brush. Normally it don't work in this lake. Not this time of year. We might get in some coves and ditches and try the drops. It might be in places like that. Who knows? I didn't see but one other boat at the ramp, one other truck at the ramp, but I done seen 3 boats, so it must be a lot at the other ramp. There's a bite. There's a bite. See how long that took? We finally got a nut. And I mean a big one. I mean a big one. Oh my, I mean a big one. What? I mean a nice one. Huh? Oh my. Come in here, boy. Come in here to the Old Fisherman slab. I mean a slab boost. Look at that. Set down there, set down there, set down there. And what? We got another one on Old Blue. About 1.5 pounds. Jumbo Magnum perch. Excuse me, crappie. So you saying perch. Look at that. Ain't that a pretty one? Folks, look what he's got in his mouth. A doggone Bobby Garland blue baby shad. Look at that. Y'all see it? Blue shad. Ha! Oh my! A fine one. See that right when you're gonna give up. Bip! I tell you what, you never know. And I had it deep too. So the whole time, that joker's down there looking at it and don't want to bite. Ain't that something, folks? That's plumb something. That's all I got to say. Plumb something. Drop it back down to the bottom where the big boys lie. Oh my goodness. I mean a jumbo magnum. What? Oh my. That'll get you fired up. I'd love to get that size fired up and catch about 20. I'd be on cloud 9, brother. Now I wasn't hardly moving it when that fish hit. It was just kind of sitting there. Bip! What he want? Bip! I love that. Ain't nothing like the thump, folks. Nothing like the thump. Oh, you see how excited I get? That's darn near as excited I got on my first kiss. Let me tell you, when I got my first kiss now, I was pretty excited. About passed out. Huh. I still got excitement in the old body. I can tell you that. No doubt. I can still get excited. Huh? What? That doggone joker sitting down there the whole time. I bought minnows the other day, come over here. Them jokers died as soon as I put them on a hook. So I said, the heck with that. I never caught a fish on them. So I have tried the minnows. They just don't stay alive long enough in this warm water. Although I believe, and they were shiners, and they wasn't very good. You know, sometimes you get minnows, hook them on the hook. I like to hook the bottom lip up. Sometimes you hook them on the hook, and they frisky as they can be. Old Tuffy is hard to beat. A little bit smaller, and they got a little bit more action to them. Back when I was a kid, we used to catch them old orange minnows out the creek. My daddy, back then, but we didn't have no money. We ain't buying them minnows. And back then, they wasn't hardly nothing, 50 cents a dozen. Now they're $2 a dozen. I almost feel like you're getting ripped off when you buy minnows this day and time. But I guess everybody got to make a living. I'm seeing 3 and 4 and 5 separate crappies, and they big arches, they crappies, down there at one time. Can't get a bite. Fixing to go and get another bite, catch that big one. So it makes you want to just sit here and aggravate them. I ain't got time though. I got one part of me wanting to go out and snatch 5 perch at a time, and the other part of me wanting me to stay here and catch these crappies slow biting. And which part do I believe? That's the thing. Which part do I believe? I know one thing, if I catch one of them like that every 5-10 minutes, I stay right here. I'm scared I can't. If I focus on it, I got more of a chance. Non-focusing, I got no chance. Remember that, folks. Fishing is about like this. Oh, that was another bite, and I flat missed him. He thumped it. Fishing, I fix to say, before I had that bite, is like schoolwork and learning. If you focus, you can do good. If you get interested in it, you can do good. If you sitting there and you could care less about what they're saying, you ain't gonna do good. It's that simple. So that tells me right there with that bite is another jumbo magnum probably in there. He thumped it. I just flat missed him. He said, "Doom," and I missed him. Now remind you, if you don't have this lead on and you try to fish like this, with deep like that without a lead, it's really tough. I'll tell anybody that. Richard, he don't use a lot of lead because he don't deep water crappie fish. He'd have a hard time the way he fishes in this lake. Richard probably never catch a fish in this lake. I hate to say that, Richard, but I'm telling you the truth. I mean, I'm sure you'd adapt. You're a fisherman. You would adapt. But your methods would not work. You could cast for a month in here and not catch a fish off a crappie. It just don't work like that. He's in a river lake. It's a whole different ball game. Lake Greenwood up there would be a good one. If it wouldn't be about 60-something miles one way, I'd go to Lake Greenwood and show you how I can fish a river lake. But I just don't have time to run up there, spend the day. I got my dogs I got to take care of in the evening. That's why I stay with Lake Monticello and Lake Murray. Now I can go to Wateree and catch. I can go to the lake and catch them. I guarantee you on that. I don't care what lake it is. It might take me a day or two to get used to it. Every lake's different. Every lake is different, folks. This right here, this lake right here is really different. The average fisherman has a hard time in this lake. Deep water lake. Deep water with rising and falling water lake. You got to fish it different. Yeah, you can take a worm, go around the bank, catch the devil out of largemouth, take your time. You can do that in this lake. But also you can catch them deep, like you seen me catch them with Charlie Brewers. For crappies, unless it's spring, you ain't gonna catch them jokers in that 10, 12 foot. I can tell you that now. Them jokers gonna be out here deeper. They gonna be in 25 plus. That's what I think. That's what I think. Hey folks, we moved out to the Perch, dropped down, and we got one on. We got one on. See what size he is or how many. Put it on spot lock. But we got a perch on. Crappies, we caught 2 crappies and had another bite. We moved out to the Perch and we got 4 at a time right off the bat. 4 at a time. That's why it's hard for me to crappie fish, because I can reach out here and catch perch like this. So it's hard to focus on crappies when you catch 4 at a time on perch. 4 at a time now. Not 1, not 2, 4. And them crappies don't want to bite at all. Drop back down, see what we can do. Beat the boat. Loving life with the Old Fisherman. You can make hay quick with these perch if you get on them. It's 5 rig. I mean quick. I'll see them stirring up. There's something down there. We get them going here in a minute, hopefully. Hopefully. Uh-oh. We get one that time. They're stirring up. Take it off spot lock. You know they don't like bite spot lock. They like an angle. They like an angle. You just got to do it. It's hard sometimes, but you got to make yourself put that angle on there. See that? See what an angle will do? What I'm talking about. That's what an angle will do. If you take your time coming up, you're liable to get a whole load. And that's what we're looking for, folks, is a whole load. Put it on spot lock. A whole load is what we're looking for. And that's what we're going to have. A load. Look how they're going. They keep on coming up and getting it. They following the whole bunch up and they grabbing them extra jigs that's hanging. Oh, we got a big old bass. We got a big old bass. We got a big old bass. Oh my, we got a big old bass. Then come up here and nail that thing up high. What? We got 4 at least with a big old bass. And let's rest it. No, we ain't got but 3. We got a big old bass. Look at him. Look at him. We got 2 perch and a bass is what we got. I think we had something break off. I ain't sure. Look at him, what a bass. Look at him, folks. What a doggone bass. What? Oh my, 4 pounds at least. I'm gonna lay him in this water right now. You know I don't throw him back right here, right away, bass boys. Perch ain't that bad. That's one of them. Hey, let's get the other up here. Ud's a good one too. Look at him. Got him on the blue eyes. Jumbo Magnum. That's a Jumbo Magnum. Look at that. Oh my. What? You got to love it catching them like that. Big old bass. That big old bass hit that thing way up yonder. I'm telling you, he hit it way up yonder. I felt him when he hit it. It was almost top of the water. He was running up behind them perch is what he was doing, trying to grab them perch. And what happened? We caught him. That's what happened. He made the drastic mistake of hitting that extra little jig there. He thought was an extra shad that them perch didn't have. Now he was wanting it. Okay, let's take it off spot lock. You seen what happened when I took it off spot lock? We're gonna start pulling this boat. As I let it down, it's going down. Once it gets down, we pull the boat up. And then we got a slant. And we'll start pulling it. Them fish are spinning out here like it like that, pulling sideways. All right, let's pull around. Hey, might be a bass day over here. Who knows? That's a nice one, I'll tell you that. That's a fillet if you want some good bass fillets. Huh? Come on now, let's get another. Don't quit now. There you go. Oh, I missed it. He hit it. Hit it way up. He hit it. I don't see the fish now like I did. We had a few hunters there for a little bit. Wasn't a lot though. Maybe we get some more wonders. Keep trying. Keep pushing. Keep positive attitude. It's important. Positive attitude is important. Believing it's going to happen is what it takes. Believing. You don't believe it don't happen. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You got to believe, folks. Take our time. Might get another. Maybe another bass behind it. Come up there and grab that thing. That's a small fish. I think. He ain't that bad. It's a Jumbo Magnum. What? He's a Jumbo Magnum. He ain't no small one. What? Put it back out. To the bottom. What a big girl's lie. Alright. See if we can catch another. We got a few fish out here. Hey, that's always good. Catching a few fish. Keep the spirits up. Keep the spirits up. Keeps the heart pumping. And that keeps you living. Hey folks, alright, let's see what we do. Had to move over, a boat come on top of me. And I had to leave my spot, and I pulled over another 500 yards away from them. And we got another fish on. I don't know how big he is, but we got another now. Oh, we got several on. How about 3? We got 3 at a time, and one of them's a Jumbo Super Dog Magnum. What he is. He's a Jumbo Super Dog Magnum. Look at that. Right there he is too. 2 of them Magnums. Look at that. 2 of them Magnums. The other ain't quite as big, but he's bigger than what is in Lake Murray lately. Look at that. Hey folks, we got another now. Turned off the camera briefly. And another hit it. They scattered out here. There ain't a lot of them. But when you catch one, you generally catch a couple. I don't know if we got a couple this time. Yep, got 2. Nice ones too. 2 Jumbo Magnums at one time. Look at that. Beauties. Beauties. I'm talking beauties. Time we'll read about it in Perch magazine. I'll back down. We're in 38 foot of water. There he is again. We got him that time. See if we can get a nut and take it. See if we can get a nut and take it. Let's see if we can get a nut or two to take it. Let's see. We got a couple. I can tell you that. We got a couple. No doubt. We got a couple. Oh, one got off. Still got three. One got off. We had four. We ain't got my 4 jigs on now, folks. I took one of them off. That 5th jig was just too long. I couldn't pick it up, so we only got 4 jigs on at one time now. Couldn't pick it up. The rod wasn't long enough. Alright, drop it back down. To the bottom. Ooh, where the big girls lie. See if we get a nut. There he is. Oh, we hit it. He hit it. And I missed him. He hit it. He slapped it. Get a nut. There he is. Got him that time. Got him that time. Let's see if we get a nut. Uh-oh. One got off. They got off. We still got one, but the big one got off. The big one got off. That ain't a bad one, though. Ain't a bad one. Hey, folks, we moved up to Lake to our other spot, and we got a couple on. We got some jumbos on. I mean, we got some jumbos on already. We got jumbos on. Oh my! Look at him. Got two of them right off the bat. Look at that jumbo magnum. Right off the bat. There's a good one right there. Them good perch right there. Let's see if we can get a nut. Let's see if we can get a nut. Got a nut, folks. Nut hit it off the bottom there. I'm not seeing many fish. They're laying right on the bottom today. Right on the bottom. Nice ones though. Big ones. Big old perch right there. Got him on the 3-inch swimming run. He is. He nailed it. That's a good fish right there. That's a good one right there. There's probably a largemouth. I don't know. I don't know what it is. He nailed it. I tell you that. He nailed it. He nailed it. He nailed it. Pull like a big perch though. Ain't pulling like no largemouth. I ain't sure yet. Oh, we got two. What it is, we got 2 jumbo magnums. Look at that. Look at that white perch. Look at that white perch, folks. Them big ones. These here are whoppers. I told you to pull in like perch. Well, there he is. Let me get it out of here. Perch. Caught it one time. Look at here. Look at the size of them babies. Them good ones, ain't they? Hey, them's good ones. Right there looks like a few fish. We can get them to bite. Right there looks like a few fish. First fish I've seen in a while right there. Oh, them definitely fish. Got to get them to bite. That's all we got to do. Them fish, that's what we're looking for right there. That's fish, that's school fish right there. They're in 42 foot of water, there's a bunch of them. Ain't no one or two, it's a bunch of them. That's what we're looking for right there. I can guarantee you on that. We get one to bite it. Definitely what we're looking for. They all up under me. Whole school of them. I don't know why I ain't getting a bite. My jigs are way behind me. That's, oh, one hit it on the way up really hard. I believe it's a bass done hit it. Bass done come up and got it. What it is, them fish are suspended down there. and a bass come up while I was reeling it in and got it. I was reeling it fast too. That's a bass. It's a bass. It's a bass. Oh my, it's a bass. What? It's a bass. He come up and nailed that thing at the top of the water. Way up. It had a whole school of them on us. It was bass what we seen. Good ones too. I mean good ones. He took that doggone silver jig at the bottom. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Beautiful bass. Beautiful bass hit that silver jig, folks. Look at him. A 3-inch silver double action jig by Charlie Brewer is what he hit. Look at him. That is a jumbo magnum. Look at the size of that bass. Beautiful bass. Look at the colors on it. Beautiful bass. We're gonna throw that bass back, but I ain't gonna throw him back right now. I got them fish under me. If they stay there, it's a whole school of bass under me right now. And he hit it going fast. He hit it going fast, folks. All the rest of our jigs we got on there, small jigs, like 1.5 inches. I ain't got no 2 1/8 on there. I got all 1.5 inches. And I might be making a mistake. I need a big jig on. We got a school of fish on us right now. 43 foot. Right here. Right now. All right, folks. Back to the old king pod. We're going to see where we started this morning. We caught them 2. Let's see if there's any here this evening. This place is notorious for fish to move in on and start feeding on. We're going to find out if we can catch any here this evening at all. And then we're going home. We've had a nice day. We've caught a few fish, not a lot. But it sure would be nice to get on some of these doggone super dog crappies before we go to the house. It sure would be. Hey, yeah, I swear. Ain't that something, people? Them jokers messed around and messed around, wouldn't bite, and boom, now I catch one. And a nice one too. A nice one. Look at that. They're down there the whole time. They just don't want to bite. They just don't want to bite, folks. Nice crappies too. These ain't no babies. These are good ones. They just don't want to bite. Look at that. Look at here. Look at here. Pound. Good pound. Look at that. Huh. Beauty. A doggone.